So I was watching this clip
Kirby, there's only one framework you need to know in life.
about one framework you need to know in life. This is the framework from Sam Ovens. This is the video where I talk about 7 things I learned from Sam Ovens. Let's hear the first one, the framework of frameworks.
And I called it the Go At It framework. And I said, basically, there's you, Johnny, if you can get this shot.
Oh, yeah.
You is this can and the problem, and you just go at it until it's done. And it works really well. That's the framework I use for pretty much everything. You'd be amazed at what you can achieve with the Go At It framework. So yeah, we try not to be academic. We try to just do it.
Yep.
And
As you can see, Kirby is laughing, so it is kind of a joke, but kind of not. My mom always say every joke has a meaning, so I highly believe in that it has a meaning. Let's look at my notes. Those are the things. I should probably, if I want to do like retention hack, don't look. So this is the part where it gets interesting. Number 1, focus on the customers. So I watched this video and it is highly inspired by that video, the idea for this video. And focusing on the customers should be always, but especially if you're stuck on your business. And so the purpose of this video for me actually is to apply all of the things to my own life. So I learn a lot from talking and I feel like I'm distracted by this page. And maybe let's not look at it. So how can I apply all of those things? Well, right now I'm kind of stuck in business. The revenue of my business is $27. I have 3 customers right now, which is pretty sad. I mean, like, for people that are beginners, it's all right. I'm not a beginner. Yeah, I have an online business. I live a dream life, but I feel stuck. So what do? Do I change the funnel? Do I optimize analytics on my YouTube channel? I focus on the customer. How do I focus on the customer? Well, I make better videos. What is better video? That's a good question. If you want to know, go to my second channel, link in the description. Quick plug here, smile. So make better videos, explain better. This is one of the purposes I do this video right now. I found it weird because it's not aligned. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna just do some OBS magic. If you wonder which app I use, boom. And now it's aligned. And now when I go there, cool. All right. Oh, and I can blog the thing. Yeah, there you go. That's me. Cool. So I make better videos, and from the business side of perspective, so I have the 7-day YouTube channel community, and I found that people don't do the course. So how do I make it better for the customers? Because even the people that paid money, they don't go through the freaking course fully, or they don't even start it sometimes. So I can say that, oh, that's the problem of customers, but it feels like I'm not focusing on the customer in that sense. And this is the second thing I've learned, because what is focusing on the customer? What is business in general? The definition of business is problem solving. How can you solve somebody else's problem the best way possible? And so the problem my customers have, which are people that are beginner/intermediate YouTubers that are stuck at making great videos or getting more clients. It's funny because this is the same thing I'm stuck at. I guess, I mean, arena learning, that's what synthesizer model is, isn't it? Just learning, then teaching, and learning from teachings. One of the reason I make a video as well. Learn speaking skills for my process of focusing on the customer, making my video better, getting more customers, serving more people. But I have this specific problem of being stuck when the customer joins my group and I can blame the customer. I have the accountability post. So how do I make it better? How do I increase the value proposition when they join? How can I encourage them? DMs, checkup. And not just how did you do the challenge? Twist the knife and then solution. Okay, this is the new thing. My objective of the challenge is 1,000 views, so I'm gonna include that. And then my community, obviously. Focusing the customer first. And it would give me the goodwill as well back. But we are focusing on the problem solving because the other stuff would come. Though, Sam Ovens talk highly about cash as the fuel. So I was for the longest amount of time building unscalably, but I want scalability in the long term. So he says, do this first and then do the second. Why? Because cash in business is food in life. Because imagine you do such a great service, people will just pay you out of their own want. Even if you don't have like a pay, whatever, setup, payment processor. So this is the changes that I'm gonna implement. I'm gonna send DMs to people. I'm gonna build this trust. I'm gonna talk about more in the videos about like the struggles I have, because that creates trust as well, which makes the product better as solving the get more clients problem. Number 3, focus. Right now I'm focusing highly on my business, as you can see. And I drew this thing, which is lesson 4, but it's also good analogy for focus. As you can see, this is your attention. And if you put it in one area, you can get long line, which is the outcome that you want. Let's say this is gonna be 5K per month for your business. Now this is how normal people spread their focus. And this is the advice I can't just comprehend giving, because I know that it won't change much. He says, go to university only if you don't know what to do. Clueless. I know what I do. I'm an entrepreneur. I can't support myself yet fully, but he says, if you know what you want to do, quit. He tells a story about how he was working in the Vodafone and doing business on the side, like in the parking lot, and he couldn't sustain it because he was present on his work, but his mind was somewhere else wandering, which made him not present in the first place. And so this fourth thing is essentialism, for those that know. It's about making the right choices, about making the choices that essential. I love the principle from it, F yes or no. And this is how I know, because I'm like, okay, I have $9 product right now per month, and I'm like, okay, should I lower the barrier for entering? This is how I prioritize customers, right? And I'm like, I'm not sure, like free trials, I already did that. People join and then they churn, and I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. So it's not F yes, so I'm not changing it. I'm not changing that shit because I'm essentialist. And Sam Owen says as well, that's what I've learned from him. Number 5, less is more. I love this quote. This is the quote I live by. Steve Jobs is one of the guy that is essentialist, and not as, I mean, essentialism is kind of a part of minimalism. It's the same philosophy, you know. And his proof of Sam Owens, he's focusing simultaneously on his school platform. And even the name has the history behind this simplicity. If you go to his school platform right now, I can prove you and also show you what I was talking about in regards of my school community and stuff. So look at the simplicity of the platform. Everything isn't screaming at you. You understand, this is a post, okay, this is a tab with classroom, calendar. Okay, how does calendar look like? Like a calendar. How does classroom look like? Like classroom. And you know, he could make a calendar like full screen like this, but he made it small. This is chat. This is search. Very simple. No, not a lot of graphics. Very HTML-like style. This is my community, by the way. 7-day YouTube challenge. Nonetheless, how do I apply all of those things? Those 3 kind of interconnections. Focus, centralism, minimalism, to my business, to my life maybe. Well, definitely about One Direction. But yesterday, that was crazy. I did so many small things. And by the way, let me prove it to you right now, that today I'm doing it as well. So there is this bot. It's Gemini. It's like, how do I explain this to normal people? For those that know, it's the vibe coding. Basically, you type stuff, and as you can see, it's already been done. But it was solving me a problem solving. And I was doing this while he's listening to some events, while he's doing a thing for my marketing agency job. And I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? Look, maybe that's gonna be a to-do for me. I'm just gonna close some stuff. You see, this is done. I would close this project, but it's still, and it's like, I like this analogy of Google. You know, Google eats RAM, it says memory usage, 419, eats RAM when the tab is open and stays there. And I don't have less, my maximum is 10 tabs. Like, it never shrinks. You know, if you open tabs, it starts to shrink when you get like more tabs like this. And I'm not the person that sees this shrinking. I'm totally aware of myself. I can close this, and I can close even this in the browser fully. Oh, there you go. Now you see my habit tracker. Congratulations. So I just closed a bunch of stuff. I think that's gonna be my usage for life. But I'm also gonna look into my calendar and define non-essential things. And I would love to ask myself this question every week before planning and scheduling the week every week. Is that essential? Cool. This is done. This is done. What a mess. Number 6, life, rest, balance. I love how he's private about his life, how he's discreet. He doesn't talk a lot about his wife. He doesn't bring up his stories from his life. He's just a businessman. He's just a cool guy that does cool shit. So How do I play this to my life? Life rest, life work, I meant work rest. Because yesterday I got myself sitting down doing editing at 2 a.m. in the morning. Not good. And I have this rule, I don't eat after 6. Not after 6, after 7. So I don't work after 7. Yeah, let me change this. I don't work after 7. No deep work. What if I want to? What if I want to? Why would I restrict myself? I'm not gonna restrict myself. This is not good. I'm gonna leave it for now. Maybe I will get the idea. Number 7, action. I love how he takes action. He doesn't talk much. He just do shit. He just win. How can I do the same thing? Well, I probably should end this video and just do stuff. But this video, in a sense, me doing action, taking action. But I caught myself recently in so many conversations. And I would love to have them on Sunday, because this is a day where I'm most communicated. God, parents, friends, communities, that's the day for it. So I would limit conversations to 1 hour with specific person per day, if it's not business related. Easy, that's the decision of business. So these are my to-do list, and those are my lessons, 7 lessons I learned from 7 moments. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Your thing, I would love if you would do this. I would be proud of myself and of this video, and I would feel that my purpose was completed if you do the same thing. Just go over, make a screenshot maybe of this page, and just apply it to your freaking life. Execute. Execution. This is the biggest lesson. And that's why I started with it. And that's why I'm leaving it for the last. It's the best, and for retention on YouTube. so that you stick till the end. The 7 lesson is the craziest. Maybe I should re-record the hook, huh?